Alrighty, guys, so it's about 11 a.m. right now on the East Coast, and the stock market is on fire ahead of the FOMC statement tomorrow, guys, which is crazy. We're moving up all across the board. We have the Russell up 1.6%, small caps are crushing it, the Nasdaq's up 1%, the S&P's up 0.7%, as the Dow is up 0.3%, and the mighty old VIX is down 3%. So we're going to break down some earnings in this video for McDonald's, Caterpillar. We're going to talk about some stocks as well, of course, like we always do, and my thoughts on the markets, kind of how I'm looking to approach these next couple days here, as we do have a lot of big tech earnings coming up. We have the FOMC statement, the press conference, all that good stuff's coming up tomorrow. So if you guys find value, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and if you want some free money, who doesn't like free money, get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo, each up to $2,000, and up to 12 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. All of those free stocks are linked down below, and just know, guys, all those links do help out the channel. And with that being said, let's rock and roll. So small caps are crushing it today. Again, the Russell's up 1.6, the Nasdaq's crushing it. Down not so much, but still it's up 0.25%, as the S&P's doing pretty well as well. And what we're noticing today, guys, which is very good for the bulls, is the uptrend on the 20-day chart is continuing. You guys can see here we got buying pressure right above the 180 SMA. You guys see that, which we held a higher low. That's a very good sign. And now SPY's also starting to break out of the 50 SMA, and we're taking out $400. That's a very good sign. Now, is it fully breaking out? Are we getting the leg up towards 408? Not quite yet, but we're seeing the steps, the initial steps to potentially get there. And it's the same thing here on Triple Q, right? 20-day chart, the uptrend's holding. We bounced off the 180 SMA. We're starting to break out of the 50 SMA. It looks like we're getting close to that 298 level, which we hit on Friday, I believe. Yeah, that was on Friday. We hit that point. So, yeah, bulls are looking pretty strong right now, guys. They're looking pretty strong. And am I going to FOMO into this move by the market? Personally, guys, I'm not. I'm playing it very safe. And in fact, I'm sitting on my hands until Thursday. That's the plan. I kind of want to see how today plays out, especially tomorrow heading into that FOMC statement where we're expecting a 25 basis point hike. Are we going to get more than that? I doubt it. I doubt the Fed's going to shock the world by doing a 50% or a 50 basis point hike. But yeah, I'm kind of playing it safe. And I already made money over the weekend, essentially. You guys remember on Friday I bought SQQQ, made a little money on the downside of the market. Yesterday, you guys saw Triple Q saw a bit of a pullback right on Q. That's what we predicted. That's how I made money on that over the weekend, and I got out of that trade yesterday. If you guys didn't catch that, I talked about it on YouTube yesterday. I got out of SQQQ, and now I'm like, let me just sit on my hands. Let's wait and see how tomorrow goes, how the press conference goes, how the market reacts. The last thing I want to do now is give back the entire gain that I made yesterday by trying to FOMO into the markets or, buy before the FOMC, meeting or anything like that. So yeah, I'm sitting on my hands. That's kind of what I'm looking to do. And, we'll see how these earnings are as well. I mean, on Thursday, we have a lot of companies reporting earnings: Google, Amazon, Apple, the list goes on. I think we have Meta. Meta's today, right? Meta's today. Meta might be tomorrow. Either way, we have a lot of companies this week, guys, and I'm playing it safe. I'm playing it safe, sitting on my hands, and we'll see. Maybe that changes. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, guys. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now as the markets are trying to figure themselves out. Sure, bulls are fighting, but we're not yet getting that huge leg up to the highs from last Friday. We're not getting that yet, and that's kind of what I'm watching out for the rest of today heading into tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, guys, I'd love to know where your heads are at right now. So if you guys caught it, I'm not sure if you did, we had some earnings this morning. We had Caterpillar report earnings, which is ticker symbol CAT, and this stock is collapsing. It's down 4% on the day. I mean, it's not that bad. It's just selling off a decent amount, pretty much giving back all the gains from the past 10 days. And you guys know that saying where it's stocks take the stairs up, elevator down. Well, look at this. We took the stairs up from 245, 250 to about 265. It took about 10 days to climb that, 7%, whatever that is, $10, $15. Took about 10 days to do that. and it took about one day to lose all the gains. I mean, not even. It's only 11 a.m. right now when I'm filming, guys, and this thing is taking a beating. But if we pull back the layers a bit, Caterpillar looks pretty decent. I mean, it got way overbought. It got way too. I mean, look at the returns on this stock, guys. From 160 back in the end of September to now 260. It ran a little too much, arguably. 65% in the span of a couple months there, and they reported earnings. They ended up missing on EPS, which is setting the stock down a bit, but I believe this could end up being a point where after the dust settles, buyers could come in maybe around 240, 245. So they ended up missing on adjusted EPS. Like I said, 386 is what it came in at versus the 402 estimate. Revenue beat, though. Revenue beat. 16.6 billion versus 16.04 billion estimated. So pretty good there. And they posted a 20% increase in quarterly sales as demand for their construction and energy equipment held up despite higher prices. That's a pretty good sign there, guys. That's a pretty good sign for Caterpillar. So they missed adjusted EPS, and I'm not seeing anything on guidance, or at least I didn't when I last checked it. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on guidance, but overall the chart looks pretty decent in my opinion. I'm not going to FOMO into it right now or, try and jump on it right now, but once we let the dust settle a little bit, heading into tomorrow, maybe later today, we'll see. Even though, like I said, I'm trying to sit on my hands, we'll see if anything presents itself. I'm not looking to FOMO into anything, guys, like I said, but who knows, if we do hold 245, 250, we could get a bounce back move on Caterpillar, in my opinion. That's kind of what I'm waiting for on this stock. And McDonald's, we also had them report. They're getting pretty oversold now. They're down about 3%, almost 3% on the day on earnings that honestly were not that bad. Sure, revenue year over year is declining for McDonald's, but same store sales came in pretty good, came in pretty strong. Let's take a look at this and talk about it. So EPS came in at 259 for McDonald's versus the 246 estimate. So they beat on EPS and they ended up beating on revenue. 5.92 versus 5.72 billion. That's pretty good. And revenue a year ago, like I said, they declined, was 6 billion. So that is down a little bit. But Q4 same store sales, same restaurant sales up 12%. They were up 12.6% actually when the estimate was up 8.8%. So that's a pretty good metric there. I love looking at same store sales for companies like McDonald's, restaurant companies. That's a very important metric to look at. And we are dumping under, to play a little devil's advocate here, guys. We are dumping under the moving averages, which isn't the best sign, but if we draw this channel out, you guys are going to see, number one, we're oversold. And number two, we're getting more towards the bottom of this channel where, historically speaking, looking at the past couple months on McDonald's stock since the beginning of November, each time we've gotten a bit oversold, gotten to the bottom of this channel, we have seen a decent, recovery, right? We've seen a pop. And I'm not banking on that today, but at some point in the near-term future, maybe if this comes down 255, 260, that could end up being, a point where, hey, we could pick it up and see where it goes from that point. So McDonald's is not looking too bad. Earnings were decent. Same-store sales, solid. Let's see now how, if buyers come in. We're not seeing that yet. It's looking like a falling knife, so we have to give it some time. That is McDonald's. And the last one, guys, for the video is an ETF, actually. Not a stock, but it's an ETF. It is XLE, which is an energy ETF that I talk about a good amount here on the channel. I own it as a longer-term investment, and I've owned it for quite some time at this point. I forget exactly how long, but, it's definitely been over a year and a half at this point. You guys can see we have an ascending triangle on XLE. I mean, you guys can see right here, we have clear higher lows the past couple months, and at the same time, we have a resistance at about 94, 95 bucks in the past couple months. This has been something that I've mentioned on the channel time and time again. And now you guys are seeing it's up 0.75%. It's pretty oversold. Buyers are coming in right at the moving averages again, and it looks like we're holding a higher low. So this might make a move, in my opinion. It looks like it's gearing up for a move back to the mid-90s. If mid-90s ultimately breaks, that ascending triangle plays out, there could be even more upside on XLE. So, yeah, I like it. Honestly, guys, I like it here as a trade, even though, again, like I said, full disclosure, I'm in it as a long-term investment. I like it as a trade here as well. If it could break out of 90, we could catch a move maybe towards 95. Maybe that ends up breaking. So keep your eyes out on XLE. I like it at 90 bucks. I might consider this one, guys. Again, I'm trying to sit on my hands. Sometimes that's the hardest thing to do as a trader. But, you know, this is one that I might consider as well. Maybe today, maybe at some point tomorrow. So, yeah, XLE, keep your eyes on it. McDonald's, Caterpillar, not too shabby for those companies. And I think we had a bunch more that reported today, but we just don't have enough time in this video to talk about it. But, of course, we're going to make some more videos later on today. So, no need to worry, guys. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Maybe I'll do another video. We're probably going to make a bunch of videos today, guys, because, oh, wow, look at that. We had ExxonMobil report this morning, UPS, GM, Pfizer, Spotify, and Marathon, which, again, we can't talk about all these today, in this video at least. AMD's after the bell, Snap's after the bell, EA's after the bell. So you guys, you guys better get ready. And with that being said, subscribe, because we're going to make another video maybe right after this one to schedule for later. And yeah, we're going to be talking about stocks all day, guys. So subscribe, hit that like button, get your free stocks if you want some free money from Moomoo and from Webull. Link down below. You could also check out my Patreon if you want to work more with me one-on-one, more access to me throughout the day. You get all my posts throughout the day, charts I'm looking at, kind of where my head's at. If you guys want to see that, check it out. Patreon, link down below. And with that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.